Speak up. Like legit. Yo, what's the deal? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are. Let us know if you can hear me well, if everything is going good, if you can see me. Welcome to the seventh episode of Speak Up. We got two overseas guests. We got Felix from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Bojin from Taipei City in Taiwan. Let us know if you have any questions for either of the guests. I'm gonna wait a little bit for more people. You can also check our podcast on Spotify or Anchor, or watch all the other episodes on our YouTube. We got Anastasia, Belarus in the building, New York City. Well, actually, she's in Florida now, I guess. Let's wait a little bit for more people. In the meantime, I can announce the winner of the contest, of the legit gear contest. We got the signature gear T-shirt by Spend One, and the question was with our guest Mano, who was the winner of Breakers project with Mano Leisure. The correct answer was Brahut from Africa, and congrats to Robert Peterson. Congrats! So you're winning this T-shirt. We're gonna announce the question for this week after Felix will perform his live set. Uh, all right, guys. So we already had the live DJ set. We got a live rap freestyle last week with Blabbermouth, and we prepared something special for tonight. So without further ado, I'm gonna introduce one of the illest guys out there, a b-boy, a DJ, a musician, my good friend, a nature lover, a crazy hiker. He will talk more about this a little bit later. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my boy Felix, all the way from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up? What's the deal?
Everything good? Chilling, getting back to
Yo.
normal out here.
Yeah, man, that's good. That's great. That's awesome.
So how are you? How is the situation out there in Fort Lauderdale in Florida?
Yeah, man, Florida's good. I mean, they're starting to open up things here little by little. I think Florida just entered South Florida entered phase one of
Mm-hmm.
that's what they're doing here in the United States. So, like some restaurants are starting to open with like restrictions and things like that. So it's very slowly trying to get some things moving. So,
Mm-hmm. Do you
yeah.
have any expectation where when the life could go back to normal in Florida with the breaking events and all that?
I mean, this thing has been so unpredictable. No one even thought this was gonna happen. So it's hard to say, are we gonna go back to normal? It could be faster than what we think, or maybe longer. So it's hard. I mean, I I personally think that people are, you know, we're 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 gonna have a lot of time to get over this, like being isolated for so long. So it's gonna be a slow, even for mentality wise, like slow thing to be able to go into large groups. So, but yeah, man,
Mm-hmm.
I know that eventually we're gonna bounce back. We're gonna have events, we're gonna have festivals and shows, and the music's gonna keep going. So that I'm not worried about that at all.
This is actually a great time to make some music, right? You're actually in the studio,
Yeah,
the Felix
yeah,
studio
yeah. This
in
is
Fort
the
Lauderdale.
studio that we're recording with FUSIK. We did all of our, everything for the past 5 years that we've recorded has been here. So we've been doing it ourselves and getting, professional people to mix and master it and make it sound really nice. So yeah, this is our spot in Fort Lauderdale, and we love it. We've been out here, and we have a collective of musicians that come here and play with us too. Like, we share the
Mm-hmm.
space with a lot of really good guys that they come, and we all get down and make good music, man. That's what we do.
Were you guys been able to actually meet up personally since the breakout of Corona?
So no, actually, we haven't gotten together as a band yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been chilling. Everyone's been, working from home, doing things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
some of the guys have been putting together like little clips. Like one of the groups that plays here, it's called Pocket. They actually put together a really dope clip of a Bill Withers tribute, and it came out really fresh. So they recorded the drums here, and then everyone else recorded their own parts in their own place. So it's
I see.
cool, you know.
That's
But for now, we haven't gotten together during this time, but we have had sessions. We were recording a lot since January till now. So
hmm. So you
yeah,
had a little physical break with the guys.
yeah, physical, yeah,
But
exactly.
it's gonna come back. Rika from our team says hello.
Oh, hello, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Yeah. So you're down to actually do some live set. What are you actually gonna perform?
Yeah, man. So, my style is just playing grooves. You know, I want to just go through some of, I'm going to freestyle. I'm going to go ahead and just feel it, play some grooves. Usually, when I do something like this, like in an event, it's
Hmm.
different because there's dancers in front of me, and the energy that you get from a dancer, even when I'm doing just a drum solo, you don't feel by yourself because you're with that person, you're with the dancers, you're going back and forth with energy. And when you're with the band, obviously, we're feeding off our own energies. So it's curious to see how it feels. Like, you know, I'm
Yeah,
basically gonna, yeah,
now you're gonna get like a live online feedback.
yeah. I mean, I'm not even gonna be able to read the comments or anything because
Yeah.
I'll be doing that. But I feel like there's gonna be a vibe. Whoever's tuning in, and the energy that you're transferring through the interwebs all over the world. Whatever. We're gonna get down, and I'll just play. Like I said, I'm just gonna play some beats and some grooves and have fun. What I do in the studio when I come here and before I get into my sessions, I'll just go off and just go to different modes, different things. You know?
Hmm. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Here is a little reply from Rika. You can see
Oh, hey, good.
using this
Yeah,
feature. But yeah,
nice.
whenever you're ready, we can drop it and we'll see how guys what kind of feedback we can get.
All right, cool.
All
I'm
right,
gonna get down then. Let's do it.
all right, let's go, guys. You can drop questions for Felix or Bojin in a comment, and once Felix will finish his set, he'll be ready to answer your questions. So we're live from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. One of the band members, Felix from legendary FUSIK. Let's go. Let's drop it. Let us know if the sound is good. Live set by Felix from legendary FUSIK. know how you enjoy the live set. Can hear it well. Nice. Fresh, fresh. Little change of tempo. Felix live and direct from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. let us know if you have any questions for Felix or Bojin. Yo, yo, yo. Give it up for Felix. Can you hear the noise? The online feedback. I killed it. That was a crazy, dope, super dope variations of those drums. Live and direct from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, all over the world.
All right, all right.
We
Got me
got, we
sweating.
got, yeah, I bet. Welcome to Florida, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hot
Okay,
now.
we,
It's hot.
yeah, yeah, I bet. We got a couple of questions. Michel Ironside Oliveira, I guess he's from Brazil. He's asking, do you think being a DJ can help you become a better b-boy?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I mean, as a DJ, you got to know all of your music. So you know all the records, you know the beats, you know the grooves, and as a dancer, you'll be able to translate those things into your dance. So the more you study music, anybody that's a dancer, the more you listen to it and study it, you're gonna get better as a dancer. So of course it'll help.
So I can tell from my own perspective, experience as well.
Yeah,
Definitely. He has one more question. Michel is asking, what should
sure.
I learn first, DJ or a musical instrument?
Uh, it's about your preference, like what you like better. Um, it depends on what your goals are, but musical instrument will give you a really good understanding of how the inside in and outs of music works. And as a DJ, you'll be able to understand how to combine different styles of music and how to blend things and how things match up. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, my personal experience, I started as a musician and then I started DJing. So in that process, I feel like it's helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't speak from the other way around, but I do feel like whatever you're called to do, whatever is inside of you, whatever you feel, that's what you should start with, you know?
Mm-hmm. So it's about the personal preference.
Yeah, it's about the preference. But yeah, musical instrument, you can't go bad. Everyone should learn one. Even
Yeah.
if you don't plan to perform, just be able to play a guitar or a piano or, you know, the drums, bongos, congas, something for fun. You don't have to even do it in front of people. It's just in life, I think it's a really good thing to know a musical instrument. So
Yeah, for sure. You will understand better dancing
yeah,
element music too.
yeah, man.
What's up, Sideshow? You got Scotland in the building. All right, before
Yo,
we
what's up?
continue with the interview, we got the question for this episode, which is obviously related to Felix and FUSIK. So the question is, what was the name of FUSIK's first vinyl? Not the album, but the vinyl. Well, you can do your research online. Submit your answers at thelegis.com/speak up. So once again, what was the name of the first vinyl, not the album? And you can win this logo tee from the
Oh,
newest collection. So yeah, just go to
nice.
thelegis.com/speak up, and we can continue with the interview. We got a question from Diane, but it's related to music. I want to start first
Okay.
with your history with hip hop. Like, how did you get involved with hip hop, and who got you into hip hop?
So, yeah, so basically, I got into it when I was in high school, like maybe 14, 15 years old. Uh, the first real connection that I had was during like the beginning in the mornings and during lunch breaks. These guys that at the time I didn't know them, they were b-boys and they were throwing down. I
Mm-hmm.
remember going to my classes and seeing one of these guys. His name is Devi. So a lot of people here in Florida know Devi. He was one of the first guys that I saw, and I saw him doing flares and windmills, and I was blown away. And that's really what got me first was breaking. And then once I learned about the culture, I really started to see, you know, the music, and then going back from, you know, listening to hip hop music and then the samples that hip hop music came from. That's what really led me into later on doing the music. But that was like my first, first introduction. And once I started doing it, it was all in. You know, we started practicing, breaking, and then everything else after that.
What year you were actually introduced to hip hop, or what year you actually started breaking?
Yeah, 98, 1998.
98,
Yeah.
1998.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people, I guess, they don't really know that you are actually a dancer, a b-boy too,
Yeah.
and you are pretty nasty. I heard Max used
Thank
to
you.
tell me like you're one of the illest power move heads in Florida.
True,
So I
true.
guess a lot of people don't know this, but yeah, Felix used to be crazy, and he's still pretty nasty.
Yeah.
You can catch
I
him in the
still got some
cipher for
moves.
it.
I still gotta practice to keep up to not lose it. But yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, for real. You are currently a member of Flipside Kings crew, but can you talk about the Unique Styles crew, which was like your original crew and
Well,
that
yeah, of
that
course.
you were representing? Well, can you tell us like how you guys form and what you guys represent and
No, yeah,
everything about Unique Styles?
Unique Style crew is my family. It's my crew. It's the that's how we came up in hip hop and in this culture and everything. So like those are my brothers. Like I love each and every one of them. This has been, we've been on a lifelong journey and we expect to be lifelong friends, you know, to the end. So this is, that's my fam right there. So we started, you know, let me see, pretty much 1999. I started breaking 98. 99 is when we started going to jams. I met Namek and Squid and Trigger first. Me and Mex were already dancing together in school. He went to my high school. That's how I met Mex. Me and Mex were going to South Plantation here in Florida.
Hmm.
And yeah, basically we got down. We saw, I think the story of how I met those dudes was at Pro-Am. We went to Pro-Am, and at that time, the first day was in this park jam or so. I don't remember exactly. Maybe it was the first day or it was a registration day or something like that. And because I was practicing at the PAL where Speedy Legs would practice, and that's where he told us about Pro-Am and how we went. I told him that I had a floor, and I was bringing the floor in because I was gonna get in for free. I think I don't remember the story completely, and I saw them
Hmm.
in the line, the Unique Style crew guys, Squid and Namek and Trigger, and I was like, "Yo." We started talking. I'm like, "Yo, just help me bring the floor in. I'll get you guys. We'll go together. Like have fun." And then after that, we became such good friends. We started hanging out, started chilling at everyone's house and everything, and that's it, man. You know how it goes with crews. Like you become family, and then 21 years later, we're still here, and we're still talking, rocking. We can't wait for us to everyone join and practice again because everyone lives in different states. But yeah, that's awesome.
So when is the anniversary jam coming up?
Yeah, well, the plan was to try to do it connected with the Legits Blast Miami and somehow include it there. Right now, with all the situation, it's going to be difficult to plan anything until we know, when life is ready to be normal. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm down to do something small. I really want to get together and just celebrate with my brothers.
Hmm. Can we talk a little bit about Max?
Yeah, for sure.
Who he
Well,
was, what he represented, what he's responsible for. Because I feel like the new generation they don't really know who Max was and for how many things he's actually responsible for. So I always try to
mhm.
bring it up, so he's
Yeah,
never
yeah.
forgotten.
No, that's awesome. No, it's definitely, well. First of all, Max is my best friend. We met like day one of breaking. Literally, we were listening to like Beat Street tapes, practicing to in the complex, in his apartment complex where they lived, and we grew from these two kids just wanting to learn about hip hop. We didn't know anything at that point, and then we started going to jams. Then we met the crew. Then we joined Unique Styles. Everyone came together. So like our bond, 20 something, 22 years deep. It's an amazing journey that I had with him. And just for me personally in my life, he was the guy that always said something and did it. And he always helped me see what was in front of me and be like, hey, you're slacking on this, you should try that. Or not just with moves, but in general in life. Like when I first decided to start playing music, he's like, yo, do it, but do it good. Like then I started the band FUSIK. And then he's like, yo, you guys are gonna rock at my jam. We're gonna put together an event, and all of that. Like, so he, like, the visionary that he was, it really inspired a lot of people. I could see it in a lot of people across the globe that have been touched by him. And it's really awesome to see how much of a difference one person can make, and that's inspirational to this day for me. Like, I want to keep making that difference and see how I can even do better than what I've done already. So, but yeah, I mean, he's definitely, he started Outbreak, which now, obviously we're connected with that because of you guys doing Outbreak Europe. And then, the biggest and baddest with Spen, they killed it on that. Like, I try to only wear big. That's all I got is my closet full of biggest and baddest gear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
and and the motivation that he gave with the squadron, pushing those guys, helping the whole thing come together, everything, man. If you even FUSIK, like, he's helped us out so much from the first album till where we are now. Like, it's been a great journey. So I can't do nothing but appreciate all the moments that I had with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mex was definitely a reason why we know each other. I mean, he was the guy who connected
Yeah,
so many people
yeah.
worldwide, and I know personally that he was able to argue with everybody or have an opinion. But when you said something, he was quiet. You were the only guy who had that impact on him. So
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Like I said, we were, even like, when I say best friends or brothers, it's like real deep, like our connection. That's, he was my best man at my wedding, and I'm happy, bro. I'm so happy. Like, I got to experience those moments with him, and I have the photo of him and Daniel on the stage, on not the stage, but where the wedding is and all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's so beautiful. Like, it's just, you know,
yeah.
it's amazing. So the impact is forever. I'll cherish every moment. And shout out to Daniel Beanie, happy birthday.
Happy
You
birthday,
know what I'm
Beanie.
saying?
7 years old.
Happy birthday. I saw a photo that Gina put, and I'm like, wow, this kid is big and he's handsome too. So yeah,
Yeah, it's a
I can't
good
wait to see them.
combination of
We
genes.
haven't been able to see them because of this whole thing, but I can't wait. We were always doing really fun stuff, so I can't wait for that to happen again.
Yeah, much love to Gina for raising Beanie. Like, he's been
Yeah,
incredible, smart kid, and you
he's
know
good. He's a
the,
great kid.
the
He's
legacy of
amazing.
Max is definitely alive. So
Yeah,
much love to
yeah,
Gina and Beanie.
yeah, man. Yeah,
You were there at the beginning of Outbreak Festival back in 2003. Can you
yeah.
briefly describe how everything started to what is it now? Like, 17 years later, one of the biggest jams out there.
Well, like I said, Mex was a visionary. He had a vision. I remember when he first told me about the idea. We were coming home from practice. We were at a drive-through to get some food. And he's like, "Yo, I want to do this thing. I want to bring together people from other states to come, and I want to do this jam, and I'm gonna call it Outbreak. It's gonna be an explosion, something new, something fresh." And I remember I was like, "Wow, okay, that's dope." Like, at that point, we've only been going to jams, and when you're beginning, you don't think, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that." You just go to the events and have fun and enjoy it. But when he put that in our minds, I was like, "Okay." And then he had a plan. He's like, "This is what I'm gonna do. This is the steps. This is this and that." I was like, "All right, let's do it. Tell me what you need me to do, and let's get it done." And then it just started the process, and we got it. We got it started. Shout outs to Catalyst who gave us the venue, and that was a crazy situation because we had it in this place that was actually two trailers that were put together, like
Mm-hmm.
mobile homes.
I see.
And so Joel, the leader of the founder of Catalyst, he was worried that with all the people, because we didn't know what to expect. It was our first event. All the people that were there, he was worried that the floor was gonna collapse because the floor is hollow. And we had, man, it was crazy. We had legendary times there, battles in the ciphers. We met so many friends that day that are still our friends till this day. So that was an amazing journey, being that first Outbreak.
Yeah, I mean, rest in peace, Joel. Joel was like a big
Yeah,
contribution to the
same,
Florida scene as well.
big.
And in a couple of years, we lost like two pillars of Florida breaking
Yeah,
scene,
yeah,
Max
no,
and Joel. And
for
yeah,
sure. Shout out to Joel and Catalyst. Like, they're a big inspiration on me. A lot of the things that I did. started at Catalyst, they also helped FUSIK so much. They also helped myself as a DJ so much. Anything that I've done, Catalyst has been there for me. So I really appreciate it. So shout out to
Hmm.
Joel and Catalyst, and never forget any of that.
Hmm. Maybe this is a good time to talk about a little bit about the update for Outbreak Europe and the Legis Blast, because we just made the
Sure.
announcement last week. So
Okay.
here is the flyer. Basically, we decided to cancel the July dates because the situation is getting better in Slovakia, but the borders, I don't know, will might still not be open, and we are actually planning to organize a physical event if possible around September or October, because in Slovakia, probably by that time, events up to 1,000 people will be possible to organize if there is no second wave of Corona. And if if majority of countries or the borders within Europe are open, we'll do it. Obviously, we'll follow all the the requirements that will be need to be done, like in order to organize a jam. But if there will be a second wave and it will be not possible to organize Outbreak Europe this year, we definitely do a online edition. And as far as Miami, we're still debating what to do. Physical edition, as Felix mentioned previously, is probably not gonna be possible this year. All the events in the US will be probably hard to be done physically. So we're also considering online edition. But we'll see. We'll keep you guys updated. But the main update is that the July dates are canceled, and we hope to do a physical edition in the fall, September, October, and if not, then virtual edition. So much for the
Yeah.
updates.
Yeah.
All right, now maybe it's a good time to answer the Diane question, which is uh, how Felix. Hi Felix, how did you start your journey as a musician and why?
Okay. Well, so like I was saying before, I got into breaking, and then that caused me to get into hip hop. Going to jams, listening to the music that the DJs were playing, I feel like it inspired me because they were playing this. At that point before that, I didn't really hear this music as a 15, 14-year-old kid. I did hear hip hop that was being played at that, during that era in the 90s. So I knew about that stuff. But when it comes to like the funk and the soul and those things, that's when I was really introduced to it. And it's funny because one of the first DJs that I ever seen perform at a major event was Lacey at Pro-Am, because Pro-Am was the first event that we went to as a
Hmm.
crew back in the days. Um,
Shout out
Pro-Am
to Speedy
99.
Legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Speedy Legs. Pro-Am 99. It was legendary. That really changed a lot about how we felt about this culture, because it showed us everything. Everybody was there. I remember meeting so many like legendary b-boys and watching the events, and we were just kids just watching and having fun, and hearing that music really inspired me. Then a few years later, I believe this was in around, it could have been Pro-Am 2001.
Hmm.
So it was a few years later. I was already breaking for a little bit, and Speedy Legs had a drum set at the jam. He had congas, he had timbales, he had a drum set, and I was, at that point, I haven't ever really seen a live band. I've never really heard live music, and this guy, I forgot his name, but he's a b-boy too. He lives in Tampa, and he plays in a band now. I mean, I haven't had contact with him for years, but he
Hmm.
was already a drummer, and I remember him. They started jamming. They were just playing random stuff. He was playing drums. Somebody was playing congas and cowbells and shakers and percussion. And when I saw the live feeling of a drum set in my face while I was breaking, I was like, whoa. I remember turning around and talking to Squid and Mex, and I was like, guys, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to do that. And they were like, okay, cool. Yeah, go ahead. Like people say stuff like that all the time. But I went home, and my my brother-in-law now, when him and my sister were dating, he
Hmm.
um he was a drummer. So he let me borrow a kick drum and a snare. And so I just started playing that kick and snare, playing boom boom bat, boom boom, just playing little beats and just getting some inspiration from that. And little by little, listening to the music and the sounds, the inspiration kept coming, and I just got really into it while I was still breaking.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay, dope. Can you talk actually about how FUSIK started, like how the idea of FUSIK came together?
Okay, so
Like, how did you meet the other band members? Like,
yeah,
how you know?
so the guys that so we first met, the majority, the beginning, the core, met at Catalyst. That's where I met
Damn.
Sanchez and Mac.
So
And I remember,
Catalyst was really the backbone
yeah,
of the
no, they connected
so
all of
many
us
things,
because
man. Wow.
Outbreak and Unique Styles. Unique Styles, we used to go to Catalyst every week and practice. That's where we came up in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning. I have footage of us practicing at our crib just to get ready to go to Catalyst, and that's before I started doing music. And then
Mm-hmm.
once I started playing drums, at that point I didn't know any other musicians, and I saw this guy that was carrying a guitar. It was Mac, which is our bass player, one of one of our bass players. We have a large extended family now, so he I saw him and I was like, hey, no, I didn't really like talk to him that much. But one day I was looking for a drum set. When I first bought my first drum set, I went to a music store and I
Mm-hmm.
saw him there. And I was like, yo, I've seen you before at Catalyst. What do you do? Like, he's like, yeah, man, I play guitar, I play bass. Like, do you got, and I'm like, can we play together? Like, I don't know. I don't know anything about jamming, but at that point, I was new, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he introduced me to Sanchez, our guitar player. And we went to jam at his crib. We had a session. We had like there was it was just a nice time. It was a good time, and we just started learning. That's really how I started learning how to play with other musicians. And then later on, there was another party where we got introduced. It was a little house party that was one of our friends, and that's where we met Anonymous, and that's where we started the percussion. Then we started jamming more, and
Mm-hmm.
Namek, well, Squid and Louis D and Namek, I think they all lived in this apartment. It was in Pompano. I remember apartment 305. It was on the third floor. These
305.
guys started throwing parties in a small two little bedroom apartment. I'm talking about full out parties. There was like 100 people in that place,
Wow.
and they were like, "Come jam, like come play." And that's when we started really like playing in front of people for the first time. And that's
Mm-hmm.
where the name FUSIK started. I remember being in the parking lot of that party and being like, let's call it FUSIK, of because everyone in the band had a different style. Somebody came from rock influence, Latin jazz, funk,
Mm-hmm.
soul, hip hop, and we called it FUSIK, a fusion of music, and we combined together to make the sound that we have now. So it was
Mm-hmm.
a combination of all those things, but definitely Catalyst was instrumental in that because that's where we played one of our first shows. And
Mm-hmm.
then Mex letting us play at Evolution 2, and that was our first event, like jam. So all those things, you see how everyone's connected, man, and we have nothing but appreciation for all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my first event was actually Evolution 3. And
Oh yeah,
a lot of people don't know about this, but actually Felix's sister, Laura, was responsible for
oh yeah,
me like connecting with these guys because she was my classmate in the university, the college, and she
yeah,
passed me the flyer and it says like a b-boy jam. I was like, jam? At that time I had no, at that time I knew jam was connected with breakdance because I was like a toy back then. So I was like, damn, let me check that out. And I came. It was like August 2006, and that was my first experience. And this event just blew my mind. And so basically, Laura, your sister, is responsible for me
yeah,
being like connected with you, with Max, and everything. Like this was the start of something beginning, I guess.
yeah, yeah. No, that's
So
amazing. I always think about that and like those little moments in time in our
right,
history where one little small action changed the course of what we do, and we're now look where we are and what we're doing. So that's really
yeah.
cool. That's
Uh,
awesome.
Actually, Michelle has a right here is the answer. I mean, the question: how come Outbreak isn't in Florida anymore?
Yeah.
Maybe you can say that.
So Outbreak started. We did it in 2003, and we did the 10-year anniversary in uh, 2013. And Mex said that he wanted that to be the last year that everything, basically the whole journey was kind of concluding to the end. And because of that, and Mex not being here anymore, there's no way we're gonna be able to use Outbreak and do an Outbreak here in Florida. That's not, we want to keep that, preserve what was already there, and the
Mm-hmm.
people who experienced it got to experience the original Outbreaks, the ones in the U.S. There's so many good moments in all the editions, and we want to preserve that, and that's just a part of our history, and we can continue to enjoy it and go to Outbreak Europe. Legit Blast is doing great things, putting all these events together. So you got an option to experience what the legacy of it later on is. But the guys that were there, we got to have fun, and maybe, actually I was talking with MG earlier. Maybe I'm gonna go through my archives and start posting some of the classic footage from those events, putting it maybe on the B-Boy Spot YouTube or something like that.
For
So
real, man.
we gotta see if that's, if people want to see it, let me know, and maybe we'll start
For
putting it
real,
up.
bro. Gotta bring it back. Definitely, you gotta see that footage, those different styles.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
lot of b boys and b girls that the new generation don't even know about. So
yeah, yeah.
definitely is worth it.
Dope, dope.
Continuing with music, what would you say is your purpose in music in general? Like, what are you trying to achieve with your music?
I mean, to me, it's not that I'm trying to achieve something. It's more like it's a part of my life. It's a part of
Mm-hmm.
like who I am. It's something that I can't get away from. I just hear music inside of me with the band. There's something about, even when I listen to records, and when it translates to when I'm DJing, some of the I'm listening to that music, and sometimes it just moves you inside, and it's something that you can't get away from. So regardless of what the goals are, the goals could be, I'm not trying to be famous and do all these things. It's just putting my art form and the art form of the guys that I'm with, and sharing it with people, and creating stuff, creating what's inside of us and putting it out. That's really our purpose, is just creating our art, and hopefully that music can inspire people. It has seen a lot of, throughout the years, I've heard a lot of things from people that they've appreciated all the music that we've put out. So we definitely want to do more and get that inspiration out there for all the dancers and also the music lovers and the music heads and people like that.
Yeah, bro. Just to say like how much people love your music. I was just thinking about this thing that MK told me recently that there was
Okay.
actually one b-boy from Russia. His name is Vados, from Murmansk city, I think, which is the most northern
Yeah, I
city
know
in the
this.
world, like super far away. And
Yeah.
he told MK like, "Yo, like I wanted to come to Outbreak Europe on that year. I don't remember which year it was." And but I didn't have any money. But when I saw Felix in the lineup, like that meant so much for me. So he got money somehow. He came, and I guess
Nice.
he
That's
enjoyed
awesome.
your music and he talked to you. And this is
Yeah.
how much people are dedicated, how much people love your music and appreciate it. So like this is really really
That's
amazing to
awesome.
see. This connection.
Yeah, man. Every time I hear stories like that, it motivates me to go into the studio. And we have a lot of music that we've been playing, and we've been playing at shows locally here in Fort Lauderdale, and playing, when we go out. But we need to record more of it, and I'm really excited. Maybe in the near future, right now, we're gonna have, I don't know when we're gonna be able to play shows, but
Hmm.
once we start getting together in the studio, I really want to put new stuff, the things that we already have, put it out there, and really show you guys some stuff. I want to keep bringing that energy and keep giving you guys inspiration. So
That's what's up.
yeah.
DJ Smirnov is in the building, and he
Yo,
has a
Smirnoff, what
question.
up?
What about album of FUSIK on 12-inch records?
Yeah, we got to
Come on.
do that. Yeah, we got to do that. We have a few 45s. We got four of them, but we need to do a full album. We haven't gotten to the point where we recorded enough to put it on a full 12-inch, but
Hmm.
maybe we'll start planning it. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea. So hopefully soon, man. Hopefully soon, Smirnoff.
Great. How do you feel about the music as far as the breaking scene? How do you feel about the music played at the jams back then when you started and now? Like, is there any evolution, or are you missing anything, or would you say like your music is different from other DJs, or how do you see this whole like evolution thing
All right.
as
Well,
far as like the music in the breaking scene the
yeah.
past 20 years?
Well, okay. Starting from the first part of the question, where it's like how it was back then,
Mm-hmm.
there was a big difference that when we first started dancing in 98, 99, you were only able to DJ with records. So all the DJs that were playing, they had to bring their crates, they had to bring the stuff that they found. And because of that, those DJs were spending a lot more time digging and getting, you know, getting that, because that's the only way that they could do things.
Mm-hmm.
So then we had a very organic sound, because most of that sound came from live bands, sample, like loops and breaks that you find on two records, cutting them back and forth. And so the difference, I guess, now is that we have, because of technology, we're able to play Serato or Tractor or any other DJ software that allows you to play any song that has ever been recorded. So it's just the difference is it opens it up to a different sound. So people have different tastes, and other DJs have play different things. I think it's great when events have um, multiple DJs on the lineup, because you get a taste of different flavors. So I appreciate a lot about, Legit's Blast is there's always like a crazy DJ lineup because there's so many people. And you know, definitely there is a difference because of like maybe newer DJs. Not all of them. There's a lot of new guys that dig hard and they look for breaks and they do that. But maybe the digging is not as important. Not that it's not as important that they're not doing it as much. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
a cause of some of the difference in the sound. But like I said, everyone has a different taste. It's a different generation. If certain things are a certain way, that's just what it is. It's an evolution. But I don't I don't think it's good or bad. I just think that it's different than our time was different, and
Yeah.
this era is different. But I appreciate the DJs that know how to mix the classics and the things that we used to come up with new stuff. And then
Mm-hmm.
some of the beats that people are making are really dope. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them are fire. So it's a combination of all of that. So
Mm-hmm. And much love to Felix for helping me with our
yeah,
music.
yeah, yeah. I think
Uh,
how many tracks am I on now?
yeah. Well, it's breaking. You did you were dancing in the video.
Oh
You
yeah,
did
yeah,
drums for the realness. Of
yeah,
course, you were in the shots for Mex One Forever.
yeah,
Let's Just Blast Anthem. You guys did the music, the
yeah,
FUSIK.
yeah.
What else? The only song that you're not part of is Two Worlds Collide with Blabbermouth. So
Love,
four out of
yeah.
five you helped me with.
Word.
So
All right,
much
man.
love
You
to
see,
that.
no worries, man. No worries. Got
So,
you.
what would you have as an advice for like a beginning or starting musician or a band? Like, what is the most important at the beginning? If you can give any advice.
The most important thing is having fun, just like anything else. That if you're not having fun, then you got to figure out what you really like doing.
Mm-hmm.
Having fun and sitting down. Whether it's drums, piano, guitar, keyboards, or even if you're a DJ, if you're enjoying what you're doing, you just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
After that, after the having fun part, there's the free artistic side, and then there's the technical side of musical theory and things like that. If the more you learn about music, the more vocabulary you will have to become a better musician.
Mm-hmm.
I've studied music, I've had lessons, I've gone to university as a musician, and I feel like it's really expanded my mind to see things differently and to be able to. It doesn't hinder my creativity. It just gives me more vocabulary and more means of expressing myself. So I think as a beginner, have fun and learn the foundation and seek out mentors, seek out people who can teach you the ropes. Don't just learn off of only YouTube or something like that. That's cool. That's really great. Learning online, it has its place,
Mm-hmm.
but look for other people that can guide you and give you
Mm-hmm.
advice. That's really you're gonna skip a lot of steps if you go
Save
ahead and
time.
save a lot of time, because you're gonna be trial and error. So yeah, definitely find someone that's ahead of you, even if it's only a few years or a few months ahead of you. They know more than you do, so learn. And then when you
Mm-hmm.
get better than him or that person, then go to the
Mm-hmm.
next person, and yeah, keep growing, keep learning, and never stop.
That's what's up. Thank you for the advice.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Tomorrow, your new single with music is coming out called Flatfoot, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Can you talk about it a little bit? Is it gonna be it's gonna be released on what platforms is it gonna be released on?
Yeah, so Flatfoot is our new track. We really love this track. We've been playing it for a while at events and our live shows, and we got it recorded earlier in the year. We got it mixed and mastered throughout this whole time that we've been isolated. And yeah, it's gonna be released digitally. You know, we wanted to put it on vinyl, but the way that things were going, we want to bring you the music sooner, and the digital platforms allow us to. So we're gonna have it on our Bandcamp, as you can see right there. We're gonna have it on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, all the digital platforms. Title. We put it out. It's going to be distributed on all digital platforms, so you'll be able to hear it. You'll be able to hear it on Pandora and other, you know, other sources. So any digital platform that sells music or that you can stream music on, Apple Music, same thing. We're going to be on there. So check it out tomorrow. I think probably tonight at midnight will be when even on, I think Spotify will be on midnight. It'll be available for you guys to start streaming it and start playing it. So check that out.
Okay. Do you also want to talk about fusingmusic.com?
Sure.
Maybe. Okay. So let me bring that too.
Yeah. So this is our website. This is the front page is our store. So we have our vinyls available right there. And we're also selling records from another project that I have with my friend Anonymous, which is called Phenoms. Right at the top, you can see the red one and the light blue one. Oh, that one's sold out. So if you don't have it, I might be able to get some more copies, but whoever got it, got it. And then we have the rest of those records are all FUSIK records. We have a few limited on the older ones, and we still have some of the Desert Night, which is our latest one. And we got these tees here that are from our older collection that we're gonna, we put the discounted price there. You could see. So if anybody wants to get a classic tee, get it now. And then we're gonna have some new stuff coming up once we got the new music coming out. And we're gonna be releasing another track after this one, Flatfoot. We have another one coming up within a month or a month and a half. It's gonna be out as well. So there's a lot that people can look forward to. And hopefully, once we hit the studio, the plan is to come give you guys a lot of stuff, a lot of music. Yeah, man.
Perfect. So, guys, tomorrow, new music, new single, Flatfoot on Fusic, Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp, all the platforms, and you can go to fusicmusic.com for all the information. Maybe you can find the answer for the question of the week.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a hint there. You could search there.
yeah, and we got also like we'll put all the links in the description of the video after the live stream, so don't worry, you can find it. Okay, let's talk about another passion of yours outside of breaking and music.
Okay.
So what can you tell us about this thing right here?
Oh, nice. Yeah, man. So for the past few years, I've been doing like backcountry hiking, just basically doing these long trips. That picture right there that you just showed, it was from the John Muir Trail. That's in California, and it runs from Yosemite National Park down to Mount Whitney. Mount Whitney is the tallest mountain in the continental U.S. I think it's 14,508 feet. I don't know what it is in meters, but it's a high elevation. You have to be very. People get sick, altitude sickness at that elevation too. So yeah, man, I really enjoy it. It's this thing that I really, I don't know. I learned about it and I started doing it and going out, sleeping in a small. I use a tarp right now with a sleeping bag,
Mm-hmm.
and being out in nature, being disconnected from technology, being disconnected from the fast-paced lifestyle that we have now. It's such a beautiful reset, and once I started doing it, I can't get enough. And it's a shame because of the situation. I had a few trips planned.
Mm-hmm.
That one with the John Muir Trail, that was about I did it's a 220-mile trail. It took me 14 days to do the main part of the trail,
Mm-hmm.
and then I ended up doing a few extra days in Yosemite. So it was like 20 days of hiking, being out there, bringing your own stuff on your back, having your food on there, and man, it's an amazing experience. And this
so
year I was
you
supposed to, yeah, go ahead.
so you were actually sleeping outside, well, actually in a tent for how many days in a row?
20, I think 19 or 20 days in a row.
That's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
it was dope, man. It's
At the
cool.
same time, you didn't see people or human beings for how many days, or like you
So
saw?
there's other hikers doing the trail. It's not
Okay.
You're in a remote environment where you're away
Mm-hmm.
from civilization, but
Mm-hmm.
there's other people that are, it's a trail that it's established, so other hikers are doing the trail. So I did see people. There are some times where, you know, you make friends on the trail, so you start
Yeah.
talking, oh, where are you from, what do you do, how long are you hiking today, how many miles are you doing, and then you
Mm-hmm.
start, sometimes you camp with them and you have like a campfire and enjoy some time. And it's cool,
Nice.
man. It actually reminds me a lot of like the hip hop scene, because
Oh, work.
you know, in breaking and in hip hop, you meet somebody that's part of your culture, you guys automatically like vibe, like, oh
Connect.
yeah, come with me. You could stay at my crib. And in the hiking world is the same thing. Like I was basically spending a few days with strangers, talking with them, camping next to them, would have fires. And when you're out there, you're walking and walking and walking. 20, I was doing about 20 miles a day walking, and you
Mm-hmm.
get deep in your thoughts. So you start having like deep thoughts, start thinking about things going into like the back of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start talking with some of these people, sometimes you get into these really deep life conversations that you would never have with somebody in a regular day. If you see them at a mall, shopping mall, or a
Yeah.
restaurant, you would never talk to them. But on the trail, like you're able to express yourself and just say, I don't know, it's a special thing. That's why I really like it. And yeah, I was gonna say that I had planned this year to do the Colorado Trail, which is in Colorado. It starts from Denver and it ends in Durango. It's 500 miles. And my plan was to do that. I don't know with the situation if that's going to be possible anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be in at the end of August for about a month, like the middle of
Mm-hmm.
August till the middle of September. So we'll see if it's even possible. Maybe a portion of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things that I'm really passionate about, and I love doing, man. It's so much fun.
Crazy, bro. Like for everybody outside of the US, 20 miles is basically 32 kilometers on a daily basis, right? Hiking.
Yeah, carrying
And
all your stuff and
pretty much like 20 days in a row or something.
yeah.
And you
Yeah.
were also doing some hikes in Everglades with alligators, right?
Yeah, so in Florida, we have, it's funny
Yeah.
because people don't think about Florida for hiking, but we have a trail called the Florida Trail, and
Mm-hmm.
it starts, south, like parallel to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
It goes through all the Everglades, up Lake Okeechobee, and then all the way to the Panhandle to Pensacola. So it's 1,200 1,200 miles, and that Florida Trail, it's beautiful. I've done maybe 200 miles of it already, maybe a little
Mm-hmm.
bit more.
Mm-hmm.
um I still want to do the rest of it, but that first section in the Everglades, 75 and 80% of the time that you're there, you're in the water, and the water's up to your knees, above your knees or your
Yeah.
waist. And in that water there's alligators and there's snakes and stuff, but the good thing is that it's remote, and the alligators, they're scared of humans because they don't really have that much contact with them, so they they go, so you don't even see them. You don't
Yeah.
even see them,
But I think humans are scared of alligators too.
Yeah, but
Except you.
they're not monsters. They're not trying to get
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
Same
yeah.
thing with
It's like the same with sharks, basically. Yeah.
yeah, sharks and bears in the mountains. I did experience one bear come to my tent while I was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was by myself on the top of a mountain, and there was a guy sleeping like, I don't know, a few yards down the trail from me, and it was in the middle of the night, 1 in the morning. I thought he was walking around to like use the bathroom or something. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what is this guy doing? And I turn on my flashlight and I look outside of my tent and I see the face. And it's a bear. It's a bear looking inside like this, looking inside my tent.
Wow.
And then I was like, oh, it was pretty big. But he wasn't interested. He was just looking for food. And then he saw
Mm-hmm.
that I was just a human, and he turned around and started walking. All the experiences that I had with the wild animals has been like that, where they're not really interested in humans.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not something to be scared of.
Mm-hmm.
Having the experience that I have now, I'm not afraid of that stuff at all. So they're just there to live their life and be part of nature, just like you want to be a part of it too.
Yeah, super inspiring. I definitely need to join you on one of
I'm
those
gonna take you
trips.
on a trip, man. I'm gonna
Yeah,
take you on a trip, man.
after this.
Slovakia has some amazing trails, so I want to go hiking there. I mean,
Yeah,
I've done a little bit, but I want to do like long trail in Slovakia.
yeah. I need to work on my stamina and endurance to be able to do it with
Yeah,
you 32 kilometers a day.
yeah. Maybe we'll start with like 10 kilometers.
Yeah, that's still a lot. Can you tell us briefly where do you search for inspiration for your music or for breaking on just overall or in general? Like how do you get motivated?
Man, so for music, a lot of inspiration comes from listening to the records.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because it's all a chain reaction. When I started DJing and I started digging for records, it just inspired me so much more for being a musician. I would learn even more in detail about these musicians, what they were playing, who they were playing with, the sounds that they were creating, and so listening to those records gives me a lot of inspiration. And then I also get a lot of inspiration from a lot of my friends, a lot of my peers in the music industry that are doing the same, doing live shows, doing recordings, doing live bands, even other styles of music. I get motivated to see when people are pushing. It makes me
Mm-hmm.
be like, okay, cool, I gotta get on my stuff too, I gotta push too.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We got some comments out here.
Okay.
Sideshow. He's saying when possible he needs to check out the highlands of Scotland. I definitely know Scotland is
Oh
beautiful. I've
yeah.
never been. The mountains are definitely not as
Yeah.
big as in the US, but the scenery is beautiful. Definitely.
Yeah, I followed a group of hikers online. I saw their video that they did a trail in Scotland that was from like end to end, like from one side to the other side, and it looked
Mhm.
amazing. So yeah, I would love to do that for sure.
We have a shout out from Solsik, the bear probably waiting for you then.
Yeah,
Here's a
man,
double to drop.
he was checking me like, yo, when's that record coming?
Basically, that's a good promotion. Smirnov, another question. Sonor or Peril or something else? What's favorite for you?
Oh, for drum kit, yeah. What I got back here, it's a Ludwig. That's actually from the '60s. That's I have two of them too. I have a gold sparkle, and this is like a black diamond pearl.
Mm-hmm.
So those are like the Ludwig classics. Those are good. And then the first drum set that I had was a Yamaha stage custom, and I still have it, and it sounds great. Yamaha's good, but I've heard a lot of good things about Sonar, the classic Sonars. That's actually what Bernard Purdy used to play, and I would love to get a set like that, one of those old classic Sonars. They probably sound amazing. And Bernard Purdy is one of my biggest inspirations as a drummer, so that would be sick to play one of those. So yeah, definitely.
That's what's up. Now we have quick 10. It's 10 quick questions. Answer just with one word.
Okay.
Everybody has to go through this, so good luck. Anyways, so first question. What does success mean to you? One word and 5 seconds.
Enjoyment,
Enjoyment. Okay. What does hip hop mean to you? Wow.
lifestyle.
Lifestyle. Okay. Your
Yeah.
favorite song to get down to? Just one. Because we're creating a playlist, for
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
b-boys and b-girls out
Okay.
there.
The I was thinking, yeah, okay. This is one, yeah. There's too many, obviously, but I
Yeah.
would say one of my favorite, the one that I always feel, it's "Melting Pot" by Booker T and the MGs. The whole thing
Mel-
is from
Melting pot.
beginning to end. It's an amazing, yeah, melting pot.
My name was included. MGs.
Booker T and the MGs, yeah, man.
Yeah, damn. What is your favorite place on earth?
Oh, right now it's the Sierra Mountains, man, where I did that trail. That's the
Okay,
most beautiful place I've ever been. It's crazy.
definitely a good recommendation.
Yeah, anyone
Love to
that can
see
go
that.
out there hiking the Sierra Nevada mountains, California, it's amazing.
Check it out.
Yeah,
Check it out. What is your favorite breaking move?
the windmills for
Windmills.
sure.
Alright. What breaking move you actually cannot do?
A lot of them, but um, I think like continuous air flares. I
Continuous
was able to
airplanes.
do air flares back in the days, but only like continuous. Like I'll do like 3 elbow tracks, but continuous air flare, I never got that.
Okay. What is your favorite food? Just one.
Latin food, like chicken, rice, and beans. One
Pollo
word, la
tropical,
granja.
la granja.
La granja.
All
La
day, every
granja.
day. Dope. Latin food. Okay, your favorite music artist of all times. That's a good one for you
Uh,
as a musician.
the- oh, bro. I have a favorite music artist of like each category of music. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Um, it's so hard to say. I think I'm gonna give two. I'm gonna cheat, but like James Brown is a big inspiration to myself and my band,
Mm-hmm.
and also Tito Puentes, like in Latin music and as a composer and as a band leader. That was very inspirational to me personally, because he was the percussion, he was the drummer, and he was also the composer. So I really appreciate that about him. But yeah, James Brown. I mean, there's too many, man. I have like a
Okay,
hundred.
but
Yeah.
if it's just one name, you would say
Ja-
James Brown.
James Brown. Yeah, put that on. Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
dope. Who is your favorite upcoming b-boy or b-girl at the moment?
Oh damn. Well, I gotta give a shout out to the fam. That's like the homie Peanut, bro.
Peanut.
He gets me hype, man. I we went to last year. We went to Legit Blast and to Circle Industry, and
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know, man. He just gets me hype, man. And so I was DJing for some of the battles, so when I see him come out, I feel the music that I'm playing through him. So I
Hmm.
like him, man. That's the fam, bro. Shout out to the squadron, the family.
That was the kind of feedback that you actually want to get when you're DJing, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. The last question of Quick 10: what will you be doing in 5 years and where?
Okay. Well, in 5 years, how can you say that in one word?
Well, just okay. So just say one, like one place, and what are you gonna be doing? So it's actually two words or two, expressions.
I'm, I'll be with my family, enjoying life.
Okay.
It's yeah, living life to the fullest.
Yeah, definitely. In
Yeah,
Florida, South Florida.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I think I'll stay here for now,
Okay.
unless things change with all this, and I gotta move to the mountains. But
Yeah. Dope.
yeah,
Dope.
I'll be in Florida chilling.
Okay. Okie dokie. Last question. What are your plans for 2020?
Well, like I said, we have the new songs coming out with FUSIK.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Flatfoot coming out this tomorrow. We have another track coming out sometime in June, hopefully, about a month to a month and a half from now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so another project that I work on, which is Phenoms, which me and Nums, we do also do music. We have two vinyls like on the web store that you saw. We're also planning to release an EP. So we have some new music coming out from that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm also gonna continue, you know, to work on my music, work on the recordings. I'm also thinking, and I was talking to you about it the other day, doing some, drumming lessons, doing some online interactions. I really feel like I've acquired a lot of knowledge throughout my years, 20 something years of doing music and doing dance, and I really want to share it with people. So I'm trying
No
to figure
doubt.
out a way that I could share that knowledge with anybody that's interested in learning. So I'm thinking that that might be an opportunity to be able to spread the knowledge, especially now that we're kind of separated through, because of the situation. We could connect like that. So that's one thing that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, coming here soon, and and yeah, hopefully I get to do some hiking trips later on in the year, and
No
get
doubt.
to see, maybe get to do some events if things open up later on in the fall. It'll be awesome to start traveling again.
Yeah,
So
let's hope. Let's hope. Do you
yeah,
have any final message for everybody who's watching and who'll be watching this episode?
yeah. Well, I hope everyone's enjoying their time. Like you, everybody, do what you love. Spend your time wisely with things that bring you joy, bring you happiness. Try not to get waste time on things that are not of
Opportunities.
value to you. You know, and enjoy life, and really like do the things that you love. And that's all the advice that I can give, because that's what I've been doing. And every day when I wake up, I I have
Yeah,
fun. I have fun, man.
that's amazing. Thanks so
Yeah.
much, Felix. We're gonna bring Bojin, but I want you guys to interact a little bit,
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm not
dope.
gonna say
Yeah, for
goodbye
sure.
yet. So,
Okay,
ladies and
cool.
gentlemen, give it up for my boy, all the way from Taipei City, Taiwan. Bojin, what's up?
Yo,
Yeah, what's up? What's
what up,
up?
Bojin?
Yo,
Nice to see
Felix.
you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
Did
for
you guys
sure.
yeah.
ever? Did you guys actually ever met together?
I
At
think one
the
time.
free
I think.
in California at the what was it? Was it the undisputed final? Were you at undisputed? Was it
Yeah,
the
Santiago.
one
I
that
think.
crossed San Diego? Yeah, yeah, in
Yeah,
San Diego.
Santiago.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
I remember. Yeah,
Bro.
you supported the FUSIK. You got some of the FUSIK the shirts and some of the albums, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Good to
man.
see
Appreciate
you.
the support, man. Yeah, good to see you too.
Yeah, yeah. I
That's
was
what's up.
watching the talk. Yeah, almost when you play drum and you talk almost
Cool,
everything.
man.
Yeah,
Cool,
yeah. It's
man.
cool.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Felix, once again for sharing, your journey with us and all your inspiration. We'll be in touch. Hopefully, we'll see you soon. Hopefully, at
Okay,
Outbreak
cool.
Europe if the borders
Yeah,
are
man.
open.
Hope to be there,
Yeah.
man.
But yeah,
Me
stay
All
too.
right,
safe
Me
guys.
and
too.
good luck with fishing during this time because I know
Oh
you've
yeah,
been
man.
doing a lot of fishing during this
Yeah,
time.
yeah, for sure. I gotta get my own food, so gotta make it happen.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Talk to you later. Have a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah. Peace.
Enjoy. Peace.
Peace.
Bye bye.
Peace. Yeah.
So what's up, bro?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
How you been? How is the
Yeah.
situation out there? How you dealing with this in Taiwan?
Oh, you mean Corona?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we are very like spatial. I think now in the world we are like really unique because
Mhm.
we our government they found out the virus like in the very early. I think
Mhm.
in December 2019
Oh
they
wow.
found out the virus. Yeah,
Mhm.
so and we start to like have many rules about how how we defending the coronavirus,
Mhm.
like wear mask and like a government they work with the mask factory to make
Mhm.
to make enough mask, and
Mhm. Quickly.
also the government they they are not they have a rule about the about to send the mask, like to
Mhm.
send to send to some other countries. They have a rule, and
Mhm.
also they have the rule to control the price of the mask,
I
because
see.
some people they want to buy many masks and they
Yeah, yeah,
sell,
yeah.
you know,
That's what
and
happened in a lot of countries. Yeah.
yeah, many countries like
Yeah.
this, but in Taiwan, I really think our our government they really control kind of this
Mhm.
these things, this rule really well. So that's
Mhm.
why so far until today we have zero infect people already 38 days.
Wow.
38,
38
yeah.
days, no infected new people. Wow.
Yeah, and in total we have 400 in all the
400.
country.
Mhm.
In whole country, we have 400 people get infected.
Wow.
Yeah, so
So
that's why our
you guys
yeah
actually didn't have lockdown like in other countries, right?
no
You said
no we
people are just
didn't.
living kind of like normal life almost.
Yeah, almost normal life, just like people they are really like wear mask to
Mhm.
go take a metro, take the public transportation, taxi, or you go somewhere you always wear the mask. it's
Mask.
it's kind of like a manner,
Yeah.
it's
Mandatory.
like a manner. Yeah, and
Mhm.
yeah, I know some people they think it's too much panic, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that's why I would not say panic. It's kind of like when our government
Mhm.
they make the rule and deal with the people, then
Mhm.
almost everybody follow.
Mhm.
So that's why
Discipline.
our
Big
yeah,
discipline.
discipline. That's why
Nice.
our situation is now
Mhm.
is like really good, and
Under control.
Yeah, under control. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and very unique
Mm-hmm.
with other country. Yeah, that's why we can make an event. You know, this Saturday. Yeah, we can have
Mm-hmm.
a real event. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we are really lucky. I have to say. Yeah.
Yeah, we can actually talk about. So there are two events coming up, right? Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
actually, before that, like, how can you answer the question? Like, how do you feel about breaking scene in Asia? Like, how it's gonna recover from this Corona crisis? Because you said like Taiwan is in a good shape, but like rest of Asia probably it's gonna take a while for breaking gems to happen, right?
Yeah. I think um I think the world and the old Asia. I think it gonna take a while
Mm-hmm.
because like Japan. Let me see. Japan today they have almost 17,000
Mm-hmm.
17,000 people get
Mm-hmm.
infected. Korea like 10,000,
Mm-hmm.
like 10,000, and
Mm-hmm.
you can see from the number because the the virus is really easy to spread.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you see like in Taiwan, okay, let's say we only have 400 people get
Yeah, yeah,
infected,
yeah.
but we really we really we really care about like this if one person get infected, we really care about where he where this guy been, and
Mm-hmm.
who he contact,
Mm-hmm.
who like kind of like this thing. But let's say 1% or 10% or 100%, maybe we can control maybe in 2 weeks or in 1 month. But
Mm-hmm.
let's say 10,000
Mm-hmm.
or like
Yeah, it's
20,000,
too many people to
it's
track.
too many people to track. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how long it gonna be like this,
Mm-hmm.
but that's why I think we have to do something. Let's as I told you, like we can do something now.
Mm-hmm.
So why not we just do a event and do something online. Like try to motivate the world community
Mm-hmm.
to have energy. During this time, and they can practice, they can training, and to get
Motivation.
ready for the next one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Maybe
yeah,
before we're
I
gonna
think
talk. Uh-huh. Keep going.
yeah, I think we we have to unite.
Yeah,
Unite.
support each other.
Yeah,
Right.
whatever Asia, Europe, or America, we have to the community. We have to unite, and we
Mm-hmm.
have to discuss what's the future.
Mm-hmm.
Even next year, 2021, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what's going on the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We gotta be ready. Before we're gonna talk about two upcoming events, can you? I'm gonna show the website. Can you talk
Yeah.
about the philosophy or mission of Taipei Bboy City, what it is, and
Yeah. Yeah.
you can just tell me how to navigate the
Wow.
website.
Okay. So you can go to check. Okay, this is homepage. Homepage. We have a like a highlight video, and yeah, our concept is hip hop one nation because we all from this hip hop nation, and we should not have any, like like how to say, like we should we should look everyone as our people. So you can go like we can go to outreach. Yeah, outreach. Okay, so this website is B-Boy City Project, and B-Boy City Project including the community outreach and the event, yeah, as you know, called Taipei Bboy City. So usually you can go to outreach and project, and usually we make world final every year. But before world final, we have many qualification around the world in different countries. But every year we will go to one country special, and we will support all the event and send the winner to Taiwan for the world final. As you see, like this year in the very beginning before virus, 2020, we went to Philippines and we work with an organization called Hip Hop for Home. Yeah, and they do the kind of the the project as ours. So that's why we work together. And you can see like 2018, we went to Africa, Uganda, and 17 we went to Nepal and Myanmar, and yeah, we've been many countries. And after the event or before event 1 week, we usually teach some kids in like some very special school or orphan range, try to um, inspire them inspire them by hip hop, by dance. And now you can go to event to see, okay, like event, okay, let's say we went to qualifiers, okay, qualifiers, okay, yeah, this year we supposed to have, some qualifiers like this, but coronavirus, so only Taiwan, the others all canceled, yeah, or postponed. Okay, and but we can see like in 2019, like yeah, 2019 we have Thailand, USA, Mongolia, Nepal, Germany, Vietnam, and even we have some different city in Taiwan. And yeah, we can see go down. Yeah, it's 2018 qualifiers. Okay, now we go to event. Yeah, event. We can check world final. World final. Ah, okay. We'll find out about that this year, so maybe later. Okay. So event we go to event, we check news. Yeah, news. Okay. News. Okay, news. We go down. Um. Yeah, this one. This one. Fight COVID-19 Bboy One versus One. This is the event. We're gonna do on this Saturday. So this is the real event, and it's not online. It's like the best 16 Taiwanese b-boy. It's kind of like Rebel BC One uh, country cyber. It's like best 16 Taiwanese b-boy, and they're gonna do real battle, and we will make the event as a show, like as a show, and without audience, and we will do live stream on Stan's Facebook. So I remember we're gonna live stream on Saturday, 11 p.m. Taiwan time, 12 a.m. Tokyo time, and Paris time. I remember it should be 4 p.m. Yeah, Paris 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Yeah, around 5 or 4 is Paris time. We're gonna do live stream. Yeah, and okay, so now we can go to event and we can see winners. Winners. Yeah. Okay, so uh we have winners about all the past event like 2019. Um, Fusion MC they won the crew battle, and we have all the Full War 7 to small, and EOS he won Undisputed 1 vs 1 in 2019. And yeah, and we also work with some other event, DPC Gen. Okay, so this is Taipei Bboy City 2018 winner, O'Neill from Greece. Yeah, I remember he was so happy, like he won the Undisputed 1 vs 1. Okay, yeah, we have many category. Yeah, so we have 1 versus 1. We have crew battle. We have big girl. Sometimes we have high school, and we have old style 3 versus 3, and kids battle. and yeah, full 7 too small. Yeah, and we have rocking, I think. So yeah, Taipei Bboy City is kind of like festival. We have a big stage event, and we also have some like jam, like, and we can go to event and to see history. Okay, so you can see many poster, many flyer, the artworks of Taipei Bboy City, the past event. Yeah, our event start from 2013. Yeah, not so long, but we try really hard. Yeah, and also you can go to Tin. Yeah, Tin. Yeah, we go. Yeah, so we have a B-Boy City team. What is B-Boy City team? Sometimes when we go to some special country, and sometimes we see like very good Thailand dancers, so we want to support them, and so we invite them to join our team, and we will try to support them and try to get some chance for them to travel, to get invited as a battle guest or judging. And now you can go to team and to check members. Members. Okay. So members, you can see we have B-Boys City Africa. We have members from Uganda, Bibosa. We have from Cameroon, Paxi, Rwanda, Kiwembi, Kenya, we have Jijo, and South Africa, we have Brenda. Yeah, and you can go down, and we have B-Boy City Asia team, and yeah, many B-Boys. I think you guys know, like Physics from South Korea, Shikikis from Japan, Drummer Man from Taiwan, Do from South Korea. Yeah, and sometimes um, we battle together and we join enter some event together. Yeah, and now we can go to gallery. Yeah, and that's our our photos of the event Taipei Bboy City, and it take a while. Okay, yeah, so you can see many photos of our event from 2019 to 13. It's not only event photos. Also, you can see some outreach, like um, when we go to teach these children, and also with these international dancers. Um, yeah, it's really inspiring. Every time, it's not only for kids, also for us. Each one teach one. Every time when we do this, when I do this, I feel like, I don't know. I feel my mind is like really, my hip hop mind is really rich. I don't know how to say, and I feel like, yeah, I'm happy. I feel like, oh, I want to do this in my life. Yeah. Okay. And also gallery, you can go to see videos. Yeah, videos. Yeah, we have many, like our event recap, and like stance, yak feel, or some video maker. They work with us, and we make some like good teaser and recap. You can see everything here. It's kind of like the history of Taipei Bboy City, what we do, what we did. Yeah, and also you can see, um, yeah, blog is not English, so blog it's I think it's connect to my personal blog, but it's not English. Yeah. So you can see oh what the site can be reached. Ah, it's okay. Let's okay. You can see store. Okay. So if you like our concept and you want to support, um, we make some art and products here, and you can feel free to check if you like. And oh, okay, you go down, you have to see this one. We have a Ken Sui t-shirt. Yeah, the right one. Yeah, yeah, last year we make a t-shirt of Ken Sui. And can you do it? uh Maybe. Yeah, yeah. And he dressed like Taiwanese Aboriginal people. And you see his costume is like a traditional Taiwanese Aborigine costume. Yeah, very, yeah, very, very interesting and very dope. I think. Yeah, and Kenny he likes so much. Yeah. Okay, so I think yeah, our website is, that's it, and you can take time to try to use the website and to watch our stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing, bro. Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of
Thank you, bro.
inspiration. I was part of your event in December last Taipei Bboy City 2019. We were in Hualien City. I was judging the undisputed, and the what you were exactly saying, like the connection with the nature. And unfortunately, I was not part of the workshops with the kids from the jungle or from that region, but what you've been doing, like it's amazing. Just from those pictures and videos I saw in Africa or Nepal, like this is big inspiration for me personally and for our team. And you making a difference big time. This is what hip hop is
Thank you,
about.
bro. Yeah, yeah. Thank you,
Inspiring,
bro.
really inspiring kids that they don't know anything about hip hop, and then you just come, you teach them how to dance, they have fun from it. It's crazy. You just make such a big difference in their lives. So much
Thank you,
respect
bro.
for that.
Thank you, bro.
Much
Yeah,
respect.
thank you.
So once again, tomorrow there, I mean tomorrow Saturday, there is I have the flyer that you sent me. It's actually
Yeah,
5
yeah, yeah,
p.m. Paris time. So
yeah,
out
yeah.
in Europe, we can watch it on Saturday 5 p.m. And as Bojin was saying, it's 16 best Taiwanese b-boys, and they will actually battle physically because they can,
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
they're in a better shape than us, and you
yeah.
can just watch it live. So this is on Saturday, May 23rd. And
Yeah.
then you have international Taipei Bboy City coming up. Hold
Yes.
on. So these are the judges. Maybe you can talk more about this event, which is open for international b-boys and b-girls online.
Yeah. I. Yeah. Now you can see many online event um, at many social media during this time. And yeah, we also, as I say, we also got inspired by many events like Break Free. Now they just did the online event few weeks ago, and we also got inspired. And so that's why I say, as a Taiwanese, as a breaking, um, as a b-boy, and we should do something we can do in Taiwan. And so that's why we do the real event this Saturday. But we also want to do something for the world breaking community. So that's why we make a Taipei Bboy City online, and it's very easy. The rule is just you post 3 videos to your Instagram and say, oh, I'm calling out any b-boy like your friend or your I don't know, or me I don't know, and hashtag Taipei Bboy City online, and hashtag fight COVID-19, and hashtag stance. um, then we will find your video and you post 3 videos, and you will have a chance to get ticket to Taiwan for Taipei Bboy City World Final. That's it. Very very easy. Only post 3 videos, but 3 videos, no cut, no edit. It's just your dance. Very easy, and it will start from the first June and until 15 June. Then we will pick 100 videos from all the videos. Then we will pick top 16, then pick top 4, and top 4 will get the ticket, round trip ticket to Taiwan for Taipei Bboy City World Final. And now you can see we have many judges, also international. Yeah, yeah. I think will be cool.
Yeah. So once again, guys, so the Taipei Bboy City Online starts on June 1st. It's
Yeah,
gonna last 2 weeks till June 15th. This is on
yeah,
Instagram, right?
yeah. Instagram,
Okay,
easy,
so you
easy.
yeah, so you post 3 rounds of your sale. You're gonna call out somebody with each round, right?
Yeah, but one how to say, like, step by step. The first video is just 1 round. Yeah,
Okay,
just
one
one
round,
video,
and
one
you just
video.
call out somebody, and you can
Yeah,
hope to make it to top 100, and
yeah,
then from top 100 to go to top 16, and then if you make it
yeah,
to top four best
yeah,
guys or girls
yeah,
will win flight tickets to Taipei B-Boy City World Finals in
yeah.
Taiwan.
Yes. No matter where you from, no
Oh,
matter.
no matter where you're
Yeah,
from, so you can be
yeah,
from Africa, from Australia,
yeah.
whatever. So all
From
you need is three crazy
Iceland. Yeah,
rounds, three
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
rounds to impress the judges, and you get the plane ticket to Taipei. That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. That
And
sounds good, right?
hashtag Taipei Bboy City Online, hashtag fight COVID-19, and hashtag stance.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And will you have? Well, you guys can just follow also Instagram Taipei Bboy City, where all the information probably will be
Yes.
posted, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So once again, we got 2 events. Saturday is just for Taiwan. Top 16 b-boys from Taiwan will battle physically. We can watch live. It's 5
Yeah.
p.m. European time. And the second event is open for international b-boys and b-girl stars June 1st. You guys have 2 weeks. Just do one round. Call out somebody. Put hashtag Taipei B-Boy City Online. Fight COVID-19 stands hashtags, and then just hope to make it to top 4 because best 4 dancers will win a plane ticket to Taipei Bboy City World Finals in Taiwan. Perfect. We made it. We made the promotion. So, last question for you, Bojin. What are your plans for 2020? We still got like what 7 months to go.
2020.
Yeah, to
Okay.
2020. We still got 7 months.
Yeah. I have a dance studio, right?
Yeah.
So now we
True.
are. Oh, about dance studio. Now we are working on, like, online, like online
Mm-hmm.
classes, because now I think, if we're gonna do everything online, I think now music is very very big problem.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Like how to say, like, when you play music, I mean, like, if I play music here,
Mm-hmm.
and you cannot hear the, how to say, like, in the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah,
moment. You know what I mean, right?
It's delay. It's delay.
It's
Music delay.
delay.
Yeah.
It's there, but for dance it's a very big problem.
Yeah.
It's very big problem. So
Yeah.
we are
Musicality.
working on, yeah, some technical,
Mm-hmm.
like, something like that, or like a
Mm-hmm.
new technology. Yeah, we are
Mm-hmm.
we are working, and as I say, Taiwan is very lucky. We can still do event,
Mm-hmm.
and our government is more open after
Mm-hmm.
after I think after this month it's like more open. So
Mm-hmm.
I will still do some event in September and November, and try to if I can do something with, with the the global
Mm-hmm.
breaking world community, yeah, I will think something. But you know, just don't know what's going on in the future.
Yeah, we have
Like
to wait.
this, the Europe country and USA. I just don't know what's next of
Yeah,
you
we have to
guys.
wait. We have to be patient.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to be patient and yeah, and yeah. I told you like our healthy organization ministry. They
Mm-hmm.
are working on the cure and
Mm.
almost I almost they are working with USA
Yeah,
and some Europe country the cure and I think the process is good. Yeah,
it's happening. Well, we have to be
yeah,
patient, hopefully,
yeah, yeah,
with,
yeah,
with
yeah,
this
yeah.
with
Take
this
care.
crazy.
Now
Yeah,
health is the most
the most
important.
important thing. Now you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
a lot of
yes,
people are
yes,
dying.
yes. A
But we
lot
have
of
to be
people.
patient.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
before we say goodbye, one more time, the question for today is what was the name of FUSIK first vinyl, not album? Submit your answers at thelegis.com/speak up. And we will actually, and this is the t-shirt that you can win, Legis new collection. We'll announce the winner next week. Next week guest will be DJ Scream, our music guest, and B-Boy Storm. So we got Ukraine and Germany in the building, May 28th, Thursday at 8 p.m. Central European time. So tune in. Let us know if you have any questions. Bojin, once again, thank you so much for staying awake.
No problem.
Right
No
now it's like
problem. What time is
3
it? It's
3:44 p.m. your
it's
time
almost morning.
in Taiwan. So I know you said you've been judging a lot of online battles, so you've been online all the time, like during the. I mean, it's all over the world, so it's hard to find the right time for everybody, right?
Yeah, no problem. It's for the war. We have to do something. Yeah,
Yeah,
together. Yeah,
exactly. So
yeah.
thank you so much, bro. Thank you for sharing,
You're welcome.
and
Anytime.
we'll help you spread the word with both events. We'll be in touch,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
So
Watch the live stream.
yeah, of course, I will watch the
Yeah,
live stream, man. You asked me to be one of the judges for the international edition, so I got you
yeah, yeah, yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
bro. Can't wait. So thank you once again very much. All the best to Taiwan, and we'll be in touch.
Okay.
See you.
See you. Peace,
Bye
bro.
bye. Peace, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Peace. Speak up. By the legits.